Bum. It is a solo show. Let's do it like we should always do. I'm going to be honest, okay? It's a solo show tonight. It's just me. Good evening. I'm really nervous about this for some reason. Really nervous. Catherine's eldest is, what do you call it, prom? She's on the prom, tiddly on pom pom. And I don't need these on for the moment. So it's me. It's a solo show. And I'm really nervous. I don't quite know what we're going to do. Hello, Debbie. You are the first. Zermatt, Paul, Linny, Jane, Subsaint, Chafford, Alan, Kiko. Let's see who the Cath fans are tonight, shall we? We're going to see who the Catherine fans are by the number of people that turn up and the number of people that don't. If you're here, then you are a true fan. If you're not here, you're a Cath fan, and well, welcome. So it's going to be chilled. I'm not allowed to watch not Madagascar, what's it called? El Dorado. But I thought we'd try. I'm assuming there are some, even in Gatford, I'm assuming there are some on YouTube. I thought we'd try an Albion Market episode, which was ITV's Felt Up, which I seem to remember was being really, 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 really boring. But so we're going to give that a go. Strange day today. Strange day. When I met a friend for coffee, which is very, very nice. A friend I've not seen for a long time. Working. Life. You know when life happens? Life is happening. Life is happening. So I feel a little bit nauseous around that. So we'll see how we get on. Been a stressful day. Some nice things in the day and then stressful things. And actually I saw a family that are going to take two of the cats. Dolly, the kitten, and Striker, the mum. They came round and that was nice. David Tenners. And that was nice, seeing the family. David Tenners, I just read your message, ask him. So it's been a nice day, ups and downs. But I'm really nervous about doing this. So I'm going to open Skype, I guess. I'll open Skype. We'll open Zoom. We'll do an Albion Market. I got some kind of bits and pieces to talk about. Not enough to sustain 2 hours. Let's call Nigel first off, shall we? Let's call Nigel first off. Let's start the show. You can't hear that. You can't hear that. And that means I need to change the settings. Are we having technicals? Oh, no, hang on. I don't think I need to change the settings. I think I need to do this. There we go. Now you got it.
The mobile number you've called
is owned by a lunatic. It's owned by a nut job. So, yeah, Catherine's not here. So it's just me and thee. And, there's only 31 of you here. So the others are Catherine fans. Right? Is it? You can give me a call. 0203-286-6370. I'll create a Zoom as well. We'll put a Zoom out. Why am I nervous? Should we see? There's not much. I've deleted. It's day 2. Right? It's day 2 of having deleted all the social medias off my phone. 2.5, because I did it Wednesday evening. I deleted all the social medias. The Twitter, the TikTok, the Facebook, the Instagram, the eBay. And because I'm spending so much time on that shit. I still check them from time to time. We're going to look at TikTok right now. Not TikTok, Twitter right now. But I'm going to see what I can do. Here we go. Here's a football man commenting. So these are some things that I've liked over the week on Twitter. Here's a football man talking about football. Listen carefully.
Slovenia will have a corner just.
Let's turn it up a little bit louder. It's a bit loud for me because I can have the volume loud now that Catherine's not here. We go.
Slovenia will have a corner just like that, Stephen Warnock. It's come alive.
It has come to life, and thank goodness for that.
You hear it? One more time.
Slovenia will have a corner just like that, Stephen Warnock. It's come alive.
It has come to life, and thank goodness for that.
There we go. Okay, that's live football for you. Here's another one. This is a list of candidates in the in an election in Chesterfield in 1984. Here we go.
Talking point of the day among candidates in the Chesterfield by-election.
This list
Nominations
is
closed this afternoon, leaving a record 17 candidates to fight the seat on March the 1st. And the other candidates are Lord Such, Monster Raving Loony Party, Last Stand, Sid Shaw, Elvis Lee Yours, Elvis Presley Party, David Bentley, Four-Wheel Drive Hatchback Road Safety, Helen Anscombe, Death Off Roads, Jitendra Bhardwaj, Yoga and Meditation, Donald Butler, Buy Your Chesterfield in Tame Party, David Carhill, Reclassify Sun Newspaper as a Comic, John Connell, Peace Candidate, John Davey, No Increase in Dental Charges, Christopher Hill, Prisoner Party, Thomas Layton, Spare the Earth, Paul Nicholas Jones, Independent, and Giancarlo Picardo, Official Acne Party Candidate.
Now, that is an election, and people have a go at Count Bimface. This is one of my favourites. This is one of my favourites. If you're listening to the podcast, there's a man who looks like he's being given a breathalyzer when actually... Here we go.
One continuous blow. Big blow. Big blow, big blow, big blow, big blow, big blow. Stop. Just let it analyse.
You are a nose.
Hey, come on. We'll just get a second reading. I like to give a second reading. Big blow, big blow, big blow, big blow, big blow. Stop.
100% paedophile.
It's saying come back. Yeah, it's come back. You're a fucking wrong one, mate.
That made me chuckle. Here's a visual one. Family party and barbecue out on the... Is that the stoop? Is that what you call the stoop? Actually, let me go up here so you can see it a little bit better. Here we go. Here we go. That's nuts, right? It's nuts. Gets worse.
You cannot stick it in the ground. It's not going to work. Who did that? You got to put it in the shoe.
It's the fucking Gulf War. Shock and awe, baby. Oh, this is good. This is a visual one. 2012, Basketball Shadow was an award-winning art piece on Japan's Masquerade talent show. This is a visual one. If you're listening to the podcast, just indulge me for 28 seconds, please. I can't quite work out what's going on. Okay. David says, I get massively addicted to non-sting videos. I was going to make a joke, which I won't make, about what were you hoping to catch yourself. All right. Now, this is weird. So this is like a modern Disney. Which one's that? Is that Pluto? There's Pluto, and there's the other one. Which one is this? First of all, who's the other one? Goofy. So here's Goofy. Now, what does Donald Duck sound like? Right? Everyone knows what Donald Duck sounds like. Get ready.
In my experience, the best photos these are the ones that aren't all staged.
You know what Donald Duck sounds like, right? You all know what Donald Duck sounds like.
And pretty.
You ready?
Like this photo of me and Maxie on a roller coaster.
We all know what Donald Duck sounds like, okay? We all know. Hear him in your head.
I was terrified and almost lost my lunch. Sure, it was scary. Sure, I got stuck at the top of a loop-de-loop and Max had to catch me and swing me into a cotton candy stand, but the park gave us free admission.
We all know what Donald Duck sounds like. Okay?
Fishing for life and all the cotton candy we could eat. And Max and I made a memory. That's just who we are.
Is it so wrong to want to be normal?
I reckon every family
What?
has their own normal.
This is Donald Duck.
That's just
Donald
who
Duck.
we are.
Is it so wrong to want to be normal?
Whoa, baby. We've only done 10 minutes. We've only done 10 minutes. Oh, Jesus. That is, now I just realized what the next one I've liked is, and I don't think I can say it on the podcast because it's vulgar. It's vulgar. All right, stop checking your phone. It's vulgar. I'm going to leave it up for the YouTubers to watch. I'm not going to read it out. Oh, well, I read the start. If you could eat it's vulgar, okay? So look away from your screens if you don't like vulgarity. You'll like this one, David. If you could eat one food from any animated movie, what would it be? Mine is the eggs from Shrek. Here's what someone has written. Okay, no, I'm not reading it out loud. These are always fun. Live news reporters getting called out.
And it was that question we came down to in the interview that I did with him earlier, where I pushed him time and time and time
Fuck
and
her right
time.
in the face, pussy!
Whether or not he would join the
Don't know what he
Conservatives
said.
post-election. And he refused to engage with that question. He talked around it. He made very clear that he thought it was unlikely, but he would not rule it. Where I pushed him time and time and time
Fuck
and
her right
time.
in the face, pussy!
I heard a fuck and I heard a pussy, but I don't know what else we had in there. We've had that one. Here we go. What would you do if you could be invisible for a day? I'd go to Paris and beat up a mime. The round of applause he'd receive from his audience would be incredible. Here's a fun advert from Australia. It's all visual stuff. It's all visuals.
Is that your dog?
It's the neighbour's dog.
It's an advert for insurance. And that's it. And then what we do now... Oh, no, shush. Shush. What we do now is we unlike them all because they've done. And I want my timeline nice and clean, Baba. Nice and clean. We get rid of like, tidying it up as we go. We say goodbye to you, goodbye to you. Deleted all my tweets again recently. I love it. I love it. Welcome to the show. And you are welcome to the show. It's a solo show. It'll be a short one tonight. I'm really nervous about this for some reason. Why am I nervous? Just do this for a job. It feels a little bit different if I'm completely honest with you. It feels a little bit different. You can give me a call, 0203 286 6370 if you want to do that. Skype TLNA. We'll open up a Zoom meeting in a little bit. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little unfocused at the moment. You know life. Life's going on, right? You know life. Got to be in not Saunderton, not Stafford, not Updike. What's it called? Where have I got to be tomorrow at 8 o'clock? I've got to be in not Sunderland, Sandhurst tomorrow at 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. So I've got to be up about 6. But that, I don't want to go into detail. But life today, feeling very sweaty, anxious. So I deleted the social medias from my phone. It's day 2.5. Right, so we'll see how it goes. And I keep picking up my phone to go, I'm going to check. It's not there. And of course I am checking Facebook and I am checking Twitter. And I'm not really checking TikTok. And I'm finding I'm reading and I'm watching stuff. I am just coming to the end, not in the last couple of days, this has been the last week, just coming to the end of season 3 of Larry Sanders. Oh, it's so good, that show. It's so good, that show. It really is excellent. So I've been enjoying that. and I've been watching YouTube, and I've been reading. Because I'm not on the Twitter, I'm really trying. I had some pictures of the kittens today. Discord I've deleted as well. Some pictures of the kittens that I wanted to share. And I thought, why? I feel a bit nauseous. Why? Why do I want to share them? Why can't I just keep them to myself or text Catherine or someone? And I didn't share them. I think I might have put one or two in Discord, actually, but I didn't put them in Twitter. And it felt amazing. It felt amazing to not do it. It feels very freeing. It feels strange not sharing everything. And Twitter's been useful this week. There was a mix-up. So I ended up with 2 sets of tickets to see Paul McCartney. 2 sets. It was a mix-up. It was a good position to be in. What's this? Affect this. Have the night off. Why? 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 What? Hang on. What did I say? What? What did I say that prompted that? It's going to be a short show tonight. I'm going to tell you that. And also, we're having 2 weeks off in July and 1 week off in August. Just to warn you now. Holidays, isn't it? I don't think I said anything that warranted that. Life is going on, but this is a nice. Distractiano from a bit short one. What was I talking about? Could someone tell me what I was talking about, please? I can't. I've got some exciting news for fans of quite obscure late 80s, early 90s. Kittens and oversharing. I'm confused, Anne. Fact this, Iain, have the night off. What did I say? What did I say? What? Is it just because the show is really shit tonight? Is that what it is? That what you're saying? It's shit, and you're gonna go? Oh yes. So I used Twitter to sell some Paul McCartney tickets. So I was in a very fortunate position of having 2 sets, and I have now sold 1 set of them. So I used Twitter for that. I've also sold my Neil Innes tickets because bloody hell, those Paul McCartney tickets was expensive. So I sold my Neil Innes tickets to try and get a little bit of money back. And so I've used Twitter for that. Facebook I'm using. It's not on my phone, but I am using it because one of my favourite bands. Let me get a little video of them. One of my favourite bands in my mid to late teens. Was a little group. I've mentioned them before. Some of you may have heard of them. How much is too much for a gig? I once paid £400 to get Prince tickets in the 3rd row. That was when I was earning a lot of money, though. Stop asking me questions because it's confusing me. So I'm using Facebook because there is a chance I might have. I don't want to jump the gun. But I have certainly initiated a conversation with 3 different members of one of my favourite bands, the Man from Del Monte, about the potential of a reunion. Now, this, I'm guessing all of you be like, what? This, to me, is the coolest thing. This is them. Let me show you a little clip of them. Let me show you a little clip. What a band. What a band. She's close to extinction, the last of her kind. You saved the earth and the whales and the trees. Who directed this video? John Ronson. Dress up like she, you know she doesn't seem to care. Order the clothes, her body and hair. She can dance, but she can't stand. She would need 100 helping hands. I have only one small pair. What a band! What a band! let's just jump to the end of the song. What a band, what a song. Let me play you a little bit of another one. Gatford says, I just heard you attending that Prince concert on my LBC re-listen. Wowzers. There you go. Isn't it funny how that shiz works out? This is perfect pop.
Want to spend more time obsessing over every stitch?
No.
Shopify's tools help you sell everywhere.
Here we go.
Sometimes lying on my own with water in my eyes.
What a song.
Your earrings swing like wedding bells. My girl dresses like a drag queen, and I feel like a king when she brings water to my
Anyway, there's classic indie. So I've been speaking to 3 of those people. Would you ever consider doing? Yeah, but the others won't want to do it. Next person. Would you ever consider doing yeah, but the others won't want to do it. Next person. Would you consider? Yeah, but the others don't want to do it. Yes, they do. Yes, they diddly do, ladles and jelly spoons. Yes, they flipping do. So that's been fun. It's only 21 minutes in. Sweet Jesus Christ. So that's been fun. So that is actually an incredibly exciting thing. Other things. So I watched. Here's tonight's competition, right? If don't look it up. Don't look it up. You can call me 0203 286 6370. Don't look up the answer, right? So I watched the original Cannonball Run for the first time in years. I don't think I've seen Cannonball Run since I was about 13. I've seen Cannonball Run 2 a lot because they always used to show that. They didn't show 1 very often. And I noticed a few things in it, right? First thing, Jackie Chan's playing a Japanese lad. Jackie Chan is Chinese, right? And all of the characters around him are speaking Japanese, and he is speaking, I think it's Cantonese. I'm not too hot on my Cantonese Mandarin. I think it's Cantonese. So that's weird. Also, he's driving a really shit car. Here's the question. Roger Moore is in the original Cannonball Run. Roger Moore, okay? The question is, what is the character's name? What is the name of the character that Roger Moore is playing in the Cannonball Run? And give me a call. You can type it in the chat. Don't Google it. It blew my mind. It blew my mind. And it showed to me I'd clearly never seen the first 5 minutes of the Cannonball Run. Also, that film is, rather ironically, very, very slow. Mardista says Roger Moore. Mardista is saying Roger Moore's character is named Roger Moore. Okay. Carry on with your answers. It's a slow film, right? I was expecting it to be boom dagger, boom dagger, boom dagger. It's very slow, very, very clunky. Marcus says Sean Connery. Roger Less says Mango. Yeah, I was really disappointed. Roger Galore. Okay, we got the jokers in. We got the jokesters in tonight. We got the jokers in. That's what we got. And I like you guys. I tell you who it is. You got it right, Chalfont. So I always thought he played Roger Moore in it. I thought he was playing himself because he calls himself Roger Moore. He signs his name Roger Moore. He talks about being in James Bond films. But he's not. He's playing a guy called Seymour Goldfarb Jr., right? And he's playing the character of a Jewish guy. And I say that because that's actually quite integral to the joke, called Seymour Goldfarb Jr. And I always thought he was playing himself in it and setting up the Bond. But he's not. He's playing a guy who thinks he's Roger Moore. Hey, Visionary. It's very peculiar. It's a very strange film. It's 90 minutes, which is chef's kiss. Perfect. It's the perfect length for a movie. But it really drags. It's a slow, old film. I'll give you that for now. Went to the Capitol summertime ball on Sunday with my kids, Catherine and her kids. It was flipping brilliant. We were up in the gods, and we didn't tell the kids because we didn't think we'd like them, that they'd like them. That we didn't tell them we had tickets to stand in the stadium bit. And a couple of hours into it, we're like, well, shall we surprise them and just walk down to the thing? The thing is, once you're up in the gods, you can't get out of that section. You're locked in. You can't get out because they don't want you walking all over different parts of the stadium. You're in. And the trouble we had getting them to not only let us go down to the open part of the stadium, even though we showed them tickets, to let us get out of the section we were in. No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to do it. Can you give us some ID? Here's the ID. Yeah, you're not allowed to do it. Huh? Yeah, you're not allowed to leave this. But we've got tickets. No, you're not allowed to leave. And they kept calling more and more security men and women over. And they... no, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to go down. We want to leave. No, you can't. And then there was one guy there, a volunteer, who said, I'll take you down. I'll take you down. And we didn't realise it was going to... What was that? What on earth was that? We didn't realise it was such a complicated process to get out of where we were. So we had to follow this guy. We had to go through these security doors and through more security doors. Then we had to go down in a service elevator. Then we had to come out, and then we had to go through this like emergency exit to and then go outside of the stadium and then walk around to the other side of the stadium and then be let in an emergency entrance. And then it was nuts. And this guy did it. And he was absolutely brilliant. And I always thought being downstairs in the stadium in a gig would be a night. It was flipping brilliant. It was brilliant. Why haven't we been there the whole time? And what was great, the reason we held off is because we thought that the 12-year-olds would not like it. They don't like crushes. Yeah. They don't like large groups of people and crushes. And so I was a bit worried about that. But we got down there, and the two youngest, they just went off, and I was struggling to keep up with them. And they just went off on their own, and they went right deep into the crowd. They went so deep. My boy had a hat on and like a turquoise jersey, and I couldn't follow them. And they were about 100 yards ahead, and I could see the hat. And I'm thinking, right, there's the hat. I can see the hat. As long as I can see the hat. And then after about half an hour, I looked, and he wasn't wearing a turquoise jersey. I was looking at the wrong bloke. I found them in the end by holding my phone up and just taking loads of pictures and then zooming in. It was Where's Wally? And I found them. They had the time of their lives, right? Dave, let me send you the picture that proved to me where they were, because it made me laugh so much. And there we go. There's that picture, and that I think comes from it's from Picture Like That. There we go. And they were loving it. They were loving it. And tell you what was great was I stood there with my 14-year-old, right? And there's some good pop acts. They weren't ones I really knew this year. Megan Trainor, who I didn't like, but my youngest loved her. The Sugar Babes came out, the original Sugar Babes. Right, flipping it, they were great, man. the Sugar Babes. I had that first. Is Angels with Dirty Faces, the first album? Great record, right? And they're singing round, round, baby, right round, gonna get down there. They're doing all that. And I've got my arm around my 14-year-old boy, who is now taller than me. And I'm saying to him, when were the Sugar Babes? Like 98, 99? And I said, if you'd have told me 25 years ago, I would be at a Sugar Babes concert with my arm around my 14-year-old son, I would never have believed you. And of course, they didn't really know who the Sugar Babes were. I think they've got a new single out that is a big hit and is in the hit parade. But he kept saying, who is that? I was going, these are the OG. These are the OG. And they were, the vocals, sweet as a nut. Bang on. And I'm stood there. And Alex has bought both of us Sugar Babes vinyls. He said, I've got a present for you. And he's bought me a Sugar Babes album on vinyl. He's bought himself one. How magic is that? It was magic. And there were some good acts. There was a young lad. I don't know what his name was. Brooke Benson or something? Brooke Burke. Who came out and he's got that mullet thing of long at the front, short at the side, long at the back. And he had a moustache. You notice my moustache is gone. I'll grow it back. It was magic. Honestly, being there with it was magic. I'm around him and I'm thinking back 25 years and thinking, this is it. Taking him to see McCartney. I was going to take both of them, but my youngest is away. And my Alex really, really likes the Beatles. And I want him to be able to say to his children, his grandchildren, that he saw a Beatle. That's why I spent the money. That's why I spent the money on it. Because if it just been me and Catherine, I probably wouldn't. But I want my boy to be able to tell his kids he saw a Beatle live. And I want him, I think I've seen McCartney live four times maybe. And, the joke, whenever he's on telly, it's always Live and Let Die and Hey Jude and all the girls and now the people on the other. There's all that stuff, right? When you're there and he's doing Live and Let Die, when you're there and he's pointing to your side of the arena and he's going, now everybody on this side, nah, nah. Chef's kiss again. It's magic. And again, I'm going to have that thing. I'm going to have my arm around my 14, almost 15-year-old son while we sing Na, 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 na. Remember when I did that for about 30 minutes on the show on Absolute? That was fun. Did I do that? I did that, didn't I? Sang that Hey Jude for about 30 minutes. Maybe not that long, 15. So I want to have that experience with him. And it's going to be absolutely magical. And there was this guy with the mullet and the moustache. He was great. I hadn't heard of him, but the kids were really excited to see him. I don't know. Did I leave 2010 during Obla Di Bla Da? I might have done. What was his name? Let's have a look. Capital Summertime Ball lineup 2024. Let's see who we got. Let's see. Let's have a look at the little picture. No, that's 2022. That's 2022. 2024. Is it Bradley Simpson? Was that his name? Bradley Simpson? Bradley Simpson. Is that him? It doesn't look like him. Has he grown up? Has he become a man? No, it's not Bradley Simpson. Not Bradley Simpson at all. Jimba Debo says, I had my own magical experience yesterday. Watched my daughter play the lead in Annie at school. Total bucket list moment. Well done, man. Well done. That's what it's all about. Capital Summertime Ball. Let's see if we can find out. We left during Ray. Wasn't so keen on Ray. Wasn't my cup of tea. Sugar Babes, Becky Hill, Paul Russell, Ella Henderson, H, Meghan Trainor, David Guetta, Perry, Jax Jones. Is it Bradley Simpson? No, it's not Bradley Simpson. Benson Boone, right? So, first of all, he had a great voice, right? And he's out in denims. Here he is. Look, he's a good-looking lad. And He's out in his denims. And he's singing a couple of songs. Oh, yeah, this is great. I like this. And then he just stood there and he did a flip. He just did a flip. It's like, what? Where did that come from? And then a bit later he did down the bloody walkway. I like that. Wasn't expecting that. It's only 7:35. I wasn't expecting that, and he did it, and I liked it. Graham says, my boy, 17, went to his first stadium gig, the Foo Fighters. He blagged his way into the VIP section. Had the time of his life. That's what it's about, man. That is what it's all about. I got tickets to see Babbyyyyy, who is Alex's favourite artist. Manchester, because it's the only one that's not on a school night. So that's his first gig of someone he really, really likes. And we're going to take a friend of his, and he got to be 14 plus. So I'm going to get him in. And I said, right, once we're in, I'm kind of just going to go off and stand by the bar or something. I'm not going to be stood next to you for the whole night. This is your first gig of someone who you really, really like. Favourite artist. This is your first proper gig. So you go and enjoy it, man. I'm going to be stood back. Anytime you need me, I'm going to know exactly where I am. Otherwise, enjoy the show. And then I'll drive you and your mate all the way back home from Manchester. That is good dadding. Not going to let him go in on his own. Because he's 4. If he was 16, yeah, I would. But he's 14. Be nearly 15. I still got Babbyyyyy tickets, which is a fun thing to say, Babbyyyyy. And I listened to one of her songs. David says, amazing. I'm taking the boys to their first gig next month. Appreciating music is amazing. I hope the boys catch the bug. This is what I said to Alex. Music is important. And they've been to loads of gigs. The Monkees, Brian Wilson. So I've taken to gigs, Bare Naked Ladies. But this is his first gig where it's his absolute favourite artist. Let me play you a Babbyyyyy song. Because, see, this will be the copyright. See if... Right, right, there's a song. Right. See what this sounds like. Who does this sound? I think it's this one. Who does it sound like to you? This is it. Who does this sound like? No, it's a bit of Kareem Bailey Ray. You're right. Hang on. I'm trying to find the song. Joe's got it. It's the Cardigans. And there's a song where it really... what's the song? There's one song and I can't think which one it is. But it's the Cardigans. And I then sent him... I thought I'd sent him a link. I then sent him a link of the Cardigans. What song is it? It's not Sick Tired. But it's exactly like them, right? What Cardigans song is it? What Cardigan? It's not Sick Tired. It's not, is it? What is it? We're going to find it now. Hang on. Let's find it. I think it's from First Band on the Moon. No, it's the same one. Was Sick, Tired and Whacked. What one's that? Sick, Tired and Whacked Down. What's it? Sick. What's the song? Those first two Shut up. Shut up. Those first two Cardigan. Hello, Richard. Nice to see you. Those first two Cardigans albums. Absolutely. Here we go. Oh, those first two albums.
Sick and tired and homeless, we know one here just...
Anyway, that's not the song. That is the song I was singing, but it's not the song I was thinking of. That sounds like the Babbyyyyy. Anyway, so we got the Babbyyyyy ticket. So that is very, very exciting. I got my windows cleaned, right, for the first time in about probably first time, maybe I got them in 2020, maybe it's 2019. And normally it would cost £35, but because I got the roof of the conservatory, which isn't very big, some of you have seen it, most of you have seen it. That was like that was £70, the roof of the conservatory. So the whole thing cost £105, right? And I was looking forward to a wonderful viewing experience once it was done. I was looking forward to just looking out and seeing for miles. What is it? I look, it's done, all right. You think, when it looks like, oh, well, what? I couldn't. It was like 105 quid. Right. It would be 35 if I didn't get the roof of the conservatory done. And it's a bit. Also, I've got really rotten window edges, and a lot of them came away. But honestly, what's the point of getting your windows cleaned? What is the point of it? It seems to be like the most extravagant waste of money out there. Because he went and I was working. I went, all right, I'll see you later. I mean, I got up to the door and I looked and it was like, I'm not doing that again. Well, I'm not going to do that again. David says, oh, it does sound like Frente, says G Cuffs. You know the best Frente song? You know this, right? But there's the version you've got to have. Is it this version? No, it's not this version. Hang on. There's a version on a single. It's not this. This is a great song. But there's a better version. Stop. Pause. Why won't it pause? There's a better version. Let's find the better version, because I had this on CD single. Give me Frente. Here we go. Let's find this. This is good. We're doing a 90s. It's not this. No. Here we go. Is this it? Oh, this is the song I was thinking of. Oh no, hang on. Where's the acoustic version of Accidentally Kelly Street? We're going to go onto YouTube and find it, because it'll be easier. Frente Accidentally Acoustic. Oh. No. Why can't we find... What? Why can't we find... This has been censored by the man. Why can't I find the acoustic version of Accidentally Kelly Street? Why can't I find the acoustic version of that? Where has that gone? That was on a CD single. Did I imagine that? I can't have imagined that. Here's the Bizarre Love Triangle. Is this it? No. Well, this is now... I'm sorry, guys. This is now the rest of the evening. Is trying to find... But this was on the single, right?
Every time I think of you, I get a shot right through into a bolt of blue. It's no problem of mine, but it's a problem I find, living a life that I can't leave behind. There's no sense in telling me, but with system of a fool won't set you free, but that's the
There's no way you're going to be able to watch this video after this. We're going to get so much copyright.
way that it goes, and it's what nobody knows. And every day my confusion grows. Every time.
Right, but where's... This is not... There's an acoustic version of this somewhere, I think. Did I dream it?
Here's a door and here's a window, here's a ceiling, here's a floor.
It's an acoustic version. If Catherine was here, I would now go to the garage.
White movie, the TV's on, that's what it's for. And if you walk real slowly, you can't feel the planet breathe. There's no need to feel so lonely now that we've all learned to give.
Frente.
Accidentally Cali Street, where friends and strangers sometimes meet. Accidentally Cali Street, I never thought life.
There's an acoustic version of it. I can't have imagined that. This is them singing it now. All right, well, we're in, okay?
Head and Shoulders? I didn't know you had dandruff.
I've had so many people say they think this is me. Well, hang on. No, I've had so many people say they think I'm in this Head and Shoulders advert.
You don't have dandruff with Head and Shoulders. Our new formula helps wash away dandruff and oil, and now delivers double.
We're gonna be the first people in the world to watch a full YouTube advert.
Protective ingredient on your scalp to prevent dandruff.
No, they must mean the guy with the beard, right?
New Head and Shoulders for up to 100% dandruff.
We'll skip it, right?
Well, it's been 21 years since Frente rose from the underground. It sounds like a Batman script, doesn't it? Rose.
It would say that on the auto cue. Doesn't sound like a Batman script.
Well, it's been 21 years since Frente rose from the underground. It sounds like a Batman script, doesn't it? Rose.
He put because he's pretending it's not written in the auto cue.
Well, it's been 21 years since Frente rose from the underground. It sounds like a Batman script, doesn't it? Rose.
It sounds
to achieve.
She's doing Batman. What is going on? It doesn't sound. First of all, what does a Batman script sound like? Do you mean a Batman movie? What does a Batman script sound like? And she's doing Batman.
Well, it's been 21 years since Frente rose from the underground. It sounds like a Batman script, doesn't it? Rose from the underground to achieve national stardom.
That's her miming the Batman.
The release of Marvin the album earned the band their very first aria. That was in 1992. 2 years later, they achieved 1 million album sales worldwide thanks to their cover of Bizarre Love Triangle.
Bizarre Love. Listen to Bizarre Love Triangle. Triangle.
Bizarre Love Triangle.
Triangle. That sounds like a Batman script, right? Doesn't it?
Every time I see you falling, I get down on my knees and pray.
Okay.
I'm waiting
There's no way you're going to be able to watch this video after. We're totally getting copywritten.
for that fine
Doesn't mean the same thing.
moment you say the words that I can't say.
In celebration of this milestone, Frente is touring nationally.
Okay.
Here's a door and here's a window, here's the seal.
She sounds more Australian. She's got a great voice. I mean, this is 10 years ago. She's got a great voice, right?
Here's the floor, the room is lit like a black and white movie.
Do you think she's putting on kind of like a bit of a child? Do you think she's putting on a bit of a childlike voice, childish voice? There. Do you think she's doing a voice?
The TV's on, that's what it's for. And if you walk real slowly, you can feel
She's putting like a bit childish. You know what I mean?
planet breathe. There's no need to
Was he in it? Spudman, was he in it? How many of what is?
feel so lonely now that we've all learned to give.
What the fuck is he doing on that? Look at his face.
Accidentally Kelly Street, where
It was in the Bizarre Love Triangle CD single. That's the one I had.
Kelly Street, I never thought life could be so sweet.
See, what's all this? What's all this? What are you doing? Is he embarrassed? Is he embarrassed to look at us? She's embarrassed. Everyone's embarrassed to look at us. Come on, Frente. If you are Frente. Oh, he muffed it up. He muffed it up. He muffed it up. Yeah, he muffed it up. Oh, well.
In the garden, birds are singing.
Okay.
Kelly Street,
By the way, I'm not knocking this. This is a great song, and these are great people. I'm knocking it a bit.
never thought life could be so sweet.
He's getting on my nerves. Right, so that's 2014. So let's find Frente 2024. Let's just leap forward 10 years. Okay, Frente. Let's see if we can find them in 20. What are they doing in 2024? 2022. Here we go. 2022. That's not the same guy, is it? Could be, I suppose. Could be. So we jump forward 8 years. It's the same guy. It's the same guitar. Certainly the same style of guitar.
There's a door and here's a window, here's the seal, here's the floor, the room is...
I want to go and see Frente live, I've decided. A Frente playing live anywhere, because I would like to go and see them, please.
It's like a black and white movie, the TV song, that's what it's for. And if you walk real slowly...
I want to go and see... Right, now we've got to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, ADHD is in the chat. Frente Live 2024. If they're playing... Frente. Let's find out. It's that guy, Frente, from First May, sharing some of a bunch of wonderfully captured photos from Photos Punctuate My Life. He's the dude, isn't it? He's the dude. He looks like David Cross. I like this guy. I take back everything I've said about this guy. I like it. Like her, like a little watermelon sugar high. Eggs. Ooh, rum. Ooh, rum. Yeah. Eggs. We've done this. We've been round these, haven't we? Okay, we've been round those. Okay, well. Okay, well, I'm a Frente fan now. I'm not going to join the... Oh, so is Frente just the two of them? Oh, look at that. Fresh-faced youth. Fresh-faced youth. That's what you're seeing there. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Ah, dearie me. You ask a question on a Facebook page for professionals and you get bullshit answers back that don't actually answer the question. Don't actually answer the question. Should we open up Zoom? Let's open up. Let's try Nigel from Maidstone one more time. We know what it's going to be, but it would be remiss of me to not give him a call. So we're going to give him a call.
The number you've called is currently unavailable.
Is owned by a lunatic. All right. Let's get Zoom. If anyone wants to join me, you don't have to join me. We're going to watch. Anyone feel a bit nauseous? A bit anxious? A bit nauseous? Anyone? Just me? Okay. It's just me. I've got to start this. We're going to try and find an Albion market. And I should just say there's 2 Fridays in July we're not here, and 1 Friday in August. Just want you guys to know that. Okay, so please know that. You feeling nauseous and anxious? Are you, Gary? Anyone else feeling nauseous and anxious? Sometimes. And breathe. I've been using my Insight Timer app today. It's been a stressful kind of afternoon for whatever reason. And I had some people coming around to look at Striker and Dolly, Mum and one of the kittens. And I'm very happy for them to come around because they're going to take them home in a couple of weeks. And but I was feeling very anxious and nauseous. So I went to my Insight Timer app and I found a meditation that was 2 minutes. 2 minutes long. And it just... Oh, you're on the wrong... There we go, now you're in. And it was just enough to just pull me back from the edge. Hey, Gary.
Hey, Iain, isn't it?
I believe. Right. It's weird not doing this with Catherine and considering it a show. It's weird, really. I'm in a weird mood today as well. So
it must feel weird because so much of your kind of last few years have been there, with it. So it must be weird, actually.
It is weird. I've kind of forgotten what this is on a Friday night. To be honest, this isn't really a show. I don't consider it a show. I consider it more a chat with friends. But I am missing my mate, and it's not. You know what? I was saying I do feel anxious and I do feel nauseous. Not about this, about stuff, Gary. That maybe you and I will have a chat about. But stuff. It's making me feel nauseous and anxious, and it just feels very vulnerable to be here, sat here with this stuff, and also. Would I have talked about this stuff 5 years ago on the radio? No, I probably wouldn't have. Okay. I would have talked about some of it. So
you would have done the windows.
I'm talking about the thing specifically that's causing me anxiety and nausea. Okay. I've done a whole show on the windows.
Yeah.
Would have done a whole show. When you'll phone up with your stories of glass now. How are you doing, man? There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Today has been a long day at the hospital, getting to talk to people and listening to lots of different things. I'm being a little bit cryptic because I haven't quite got it all right in my head.
Yeah.
But when I do, I will reveal. And obviously I have a different appreciation for hospital staff every time I go, just because when you're a patient versus when you work there, you see a big difference.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, but I have a problem with windows in that birds seem to like them at the moment.
Okay.
The flying kind.
Can we just say, if you're thinking of doing a joke about Windows 94 or the computer Windows, fuck off. I'm saying that not to you, Gary, but were you thinking of one, Gary?
Mate, no.
Okay, well, everyone who's thinking it, just fuck off. We're not syncing to that.
I prefer OS2 Warp anyway, so
I'm a Linux kind of guy.
Well, I'd think you would be.
I'm not. I got a good laugh once when I was best man at a friend's wedding because he's obsessed with Linux. Oh, you should install Linux on it. Oh, that's run on Linux. And so at the best man speech, I got up and I did a very heartfelt, we are all here because of something very special, because of the L word. And they thought I was talking about love. And I went on and on. And I went, of course, that word is Linux. Absolutely killed the room because everyone had that conversation with him. Biggest laugh of my career.
The best one of those that I ever heard was a friend of mine who stood up and shouted the word fornication at a very conservative Christian wedding.
What?
stood up as the best man and went, fornication.
Well, actually fornication, not the F word.
No, the actual word. And then coughed, looked down at his notes and went, sorry, for an occasion such as this.
Oh, he was doing a funny.
But he left it painfully long. Like, you know, that like a kid, like, you know, as you like to do, like there's a moment when it's funny.
There's a moment.
Then it's gone. Then it's funny again. And he got it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, hey, visionary.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
What's going on, Vish?
Not much. Not much, really.
Yeah.
Just chilling, been working. Went to get Faith her CPAP machine to help with her breathing when she sleeps.
Yes.
Just, you know, odd things.
Life. It feels like, you know, because I know stuff is going on for both of you and stuff is going on for me, and it feels like surviving at the moment. Surviving?
Yeah, just taking it day by day. Yeah.
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 Certainly, I've been learning that the last couple of weeks. Not making too many, like not silly, like making plans, but like thinking of, right, what am I doing tomorrow? Let's do that.
Yeah.
And then that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow I got a nice day. I'm going to, where did I say, Sandhurst, which is about an hour and a half away, to do a chair in an AA meeting very, very early in the morning, which it's always, I don't want to do it, but that means it's going to be good for me to go and do it. And then in the late afternoon, early evening, my friend Will Guyot and his wife are opening an outdoor sauna, sort of over Swindon, Gloucester way. So we're going to go and do that. I said to him, I'm not jumping in the ice bath. You can shove that right up your jacksie. That ain't happening. I'll do the sauna because I'm not an idiot, visionary. People that do that are idiots.
Oh.
It's an experience of being really, really cold, which I've experienced being really cold. I don't want to experience it again.
Sounded quite exhilarating.
You're a pervert.
I'm with Ian. I'm like, no, thanks. I'm all right, thanks. I wouldn't even go to the sauna, though, to be fair.
I'll do the sauna. I like a sauna. I don't know what an outdoor sauna is like, but I'll do it. I'll take my swimmers. I've lost a stone. I'm all right. I'm comfortable. Although I really fancy a pizza tonight. But I tell you why I fancy a pizza. Stress and anxiety.
Yeah.
Stress and anxiety. So I'll eat on it.
I had one slice of pizza on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I wanted the rest of it.
Yeah.
Oh, but I was very good. And actually, there was a friend with me. I said, please, I need a little bit. Blood sugars were low. Let me have one slice. And he was like, fine. I said, but do not let me have any more.
You're talking about pizzas, not sex?
Of course, yes, that's right.
I want one. Just give me one slice.
Yeah. I have got one question about the Capital FM thingy.
Yes, sir.
Who is and why is she all over my social medias, Sabrina Carpenter, and why is she so rude?
Say that again. Who's what now?
Like the Sabrina Carpenter woman.
Yeah.
Why is she so rude?
What do you mean rude?
Well, everything I've seen, she's effing and jeffing.
Yeah.
And making innuendos and smiling.
Innuendo.
I don't know who she is or where she's come from, but everything that's been on things this week, she's like a foul-mouthed Kylie.
Oh, I think she did a song with the F word in it.
More than that, a few more than
that. She didn't do a song with the C word in it.
I thought she was quite normal.
Was she? Oh,
she's good. She's a big star. She was one of those entertainers that came out at the thing. And I said to Catherine, "Oh, she's a fucking pop star," because she held herself like a pop star. Meghan Trainor didn't. Meghan Trainor was lazy, although it was Kim's favourite. And I think Becky Hill's got an amazing voice, but she's not a pop star. She doesn't have that je ne sais quoi, what we used to call before the TV show ruined it, the X factor. But the lady you're talking about, whose name I've already just forgotten, she's a pop star.
Yeah, she's got attitude. She's kind of, spunky. I like it.
I had no idea who she was until the Capital FM thing. Yeah. And then since then, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
She's everywhere.
Thank you.
Faith said that
What
she's
did
a
I
Disney
say?
star, so she's probably trying to break away from Disney.
Oh, is she like a Hannah Montana?
No, she's Girl Meets World. Girl Meets World.
No, but I'll try the question again. Is she a bit like a Hannah Montana?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Faith. Clean out your lug holes.
She's doing the Britney and Christina thing 20 years later, or however many years later
Why
it is.
are they called? Why are they called? By the way, I've tweeted this link hoping we get some bombers, Zoom bombers. Why are they called lug holes?
Don't know. Lug holes.
Lug holes.
Question or answer, Ian? I feel like this is James O'Brien.
Oh, Jesus Christ. When you're working with clients and you've got a break and you turn on LBC and it's James O'Brien do Mystery Hour and it's like, this shit. I'm joking. I think I convinced him because during lockdown he wasn't doing Mystery Hour, and I went on Radio 4, the media show. Christ knows why, but was talking about. It was about, and I said, radio's too sick, right? Lockdown is going on. Oh, that was it, because my show was stupid. They had me on with 2 other people talking about community. I don't freaking know. And I said, everywhere, the show, radio is so scary right now. For example, James O'Brien has stopped doing Mystery Hour. He needs to bring that back during lockdown because we don't want continuous news. Next week, Mystery Hour came back.
You should get a slice of that board game action that he's,
one slice of pizza.
Leave it.
One slice of pizza.
Call up and do lock poker with him.
No. I like James. He got me tickets to the Capital Summertime Ball 2 years ago. That was a good lineup. It opened with Ed Sheeran, closed with Harry Styles. I'll take that. Take that. And there was a mystery guest. We got a mystery guest, and it's like, well, I mean, it could be Taylor Swift, but it probably won't be. And we're thinking, who's it going to be? And this bloke came out, and we went, oh, right. They really, but by mystery guest, you meant someone that no one's ever heard of, not just me, but the rest of the audience. Like, oh, right, okay.
Oh,
could have gone for a Waz.
Yeah.
Never mind. What you got this weekend, Vij?
So, it was Faith's birthday on Monday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Welcome.
She's having some friends over tomorrow, so I've bought a massive Costco cheesecake, and yes, I'm going to eat a massive slice.
Yeah.
We bought pizza. We just sort of bought bits and pieces, so she's going to chill out with her mates.
Yeah.
I'll be doing a bit of shopping. I've got to go to the bank. Boring stuff.
Okay.
And then
last time I went into a bank.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
No.
I went into a bank to get. Hello, Carol. Hello, Carol. She's gone.
No.
Carol's not one of us, is she?
I don't think so.
I didn't recognise the name. I don't think she's one of us. That was an odd, because I did tweet the link. That's an odd Zoom bomber. An old lady. Carol, if you're one of us, say so in the chat.
Oh, there she is.
There she is. No, I went into a bank to change some, because when I go abroad, right, and I've got to stop doing it. I'm going to New York and I mustn't do it. Every time I go abroad, I'm so old-fashioned. Get off at the airport or the train station, I take out €200 in cash. Because I still think you've got to have cash. I'm tempted to get bloody traveller's checks. And of course, you don't need cash because it's like Britain. You do it with your card. So I always end up, I get €200 out, and I always end up with €200. And you try and change that, you get fuck all.
I think I know what that is, though, Ian. Isn't Japan still very cash heavy?
No. No, it's all cards. I did the same thing in Japan. I got about, 2,000 yen out. I don't know what that is. And I've got all this money. And you don't tip anybody. If you leave a tip in a Japanese restaurant, they run after you down the street and give you money back. So, I'm going to America, right? I am not taking dollars out. You don't need them.
Wait.
Oh, hang on.
Because
Go on.
My brother is
Yeah.
still shocked of how we tap to pay everywhere. Some places won't do tap to pay, so you have to ask.
And also, you've
If
got to
they
leave
don't-
tips, isn't it? You've got to leave tips.
Yeah. So
So you
I
got-
would say
get
on
dollars
that
out.
occasion, get dollars out. That I do know.
It's singles, just, you know.
Singles. Listen to him. Listen to him. Singles. All right, Alistair. You a bit sweaty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you?
Is it hot where you are?
I'll just eat some fish and chips.
That'll do it.
And, yeah.
Very quickly, someone's coming in called James Holmes. Is that one of ours?
I think so.
All right. Okay,
Brilliant.
let's see.
Could be, but let's have a look.
Let's have a little look. Let's see what we got.
Let me get my glasses on.
Get your glasses on.
Yeah, get my glasses.
James, turn your camera on, son. Are you one of us? And by that, I mean a racist. This is a racist meeting. It's a clan meeting. Are you one of us, James?
He looked like a young person.
James, are you one of us?
Silence.
Come on,
Oh,
James.
James.
Come on, James.
He's installing his microphone, I think.
Come on, James. Come and join us, Jimmy. Come on, Jimbo. Jimbo Holmes. Monsieur Holmes. Come on. Jim.
I'm just getting pictures through from my nephew's sports day for you. lot.
Oh.
Cute.
So,
Sean Coombs. That's Puff Diddy, isn't it?
yeah.
Is he the paedophile?
No, wasn't he accused of beating his girlfriend or something? Accused.
We got Sean Coombs. We got Ronald Stephen. Now we got a show, guys.
Didn't even spell Coombs correctly. I mean, that's really lazy.
Come on, Sean. Look, guys, if you're going to join us, you've got to
Spell
unmute.
your name right. Do you know
You've
what I mean?
got to unmute. Sean, Ronald, and James. You got Ronald.
Yeah,
Talk
I've
to
got
us.
my glasses on as well.
Ronald, talk. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm out of
They can't see it. Don't worry. They've not seen any of this. But Alistair and Visionary having the best night of their lives. They're having the best night of their lives. Come on, is this the best? Guys, is this the best you've got? It's some lovely gentlemen pleasuring themselves. Is it? Come on, guys. Is this the best you've got? Don't worry, they can't hear anything that's being said. They can hear us. They can hear me. They can't hear this. Dearie me. Faith saw and heard it. You guys didn't see or hear any of that, right? The people watching this, you didn't see or hear. You're right. You're right. We'll get rid of that person because that's not a very nice name. Well, it was terrible. It's very lazy. Basically, what you saw was some gentlemen masturbating, and it was gentlemen masturbating, and then it was Nazis marching. No, but I mean, come on, guys. If you're going to raid, I mean, I'm talking. They're not watching. If you're going to raid. Debbie says, "Look what happens. Look what happens when Catherine's away." Let me just see. We're going to. It seems to be so. It wasn't that young kid because both of them started. He's obviously a meme because both of them started with that. This.
As in,
Yeah.
no, let's pick my words more carefully.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was some swords crossing.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's another one. Here's another one. If this is the same thing, then we're
This is great.
Jill. Come on, get the video loaded up. Let's have it. Let's. I want to see some lovely men pleasuring themselves, please. Otherwise, we'll have to get Gatford and Alistair to do it. And come on, Jill. Let's roll the VT, Jill.
Nobody wants to see that.
Jill, Jill, roll the VT. Here we go. This is the video. So the video starts with a young lady. Get ready for people playing with their... Here we go. Come on, just get to the good bit of the video. It's so tedious. We know it's going to be racist or sexy. Just do it. We want it.
I don't think I do.
How are you doing it anyway? I've not spoken to you for a bit.
Do you know what, Alistair? I'm doing really, really well. Let me just show people. This is what you're seeing. This is what we're seeing, right? This is what we're seeing. Just show you that. That's what we're seeing. We're waiting for that old guy to show us some. He's not really there. Waiting for him to show us pornography.
He looks like he's. Oh no, he's waving.
No, he's not. He's a video, Gatford. How can you fall for that? He's not there.
Is he speaking?
No, he's not. He's not there. That is not the person that zoomed in.
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, that kid we saw wasn't the person that's part of the video. Her video opened with a sexy young lady.
Oh.
That guy is not there. He's building. What will happen in a Zoom meeting? We go, hello, mate. We can't hear you, mate. And then it will cut to what we saw earlier.
What if he holds up a picture of today's newspaper?
He can't because he's not there. That man isn't there.
Get him to put two fingers up.
He can't because that man is not there. He's waiting, and then it's going to cut away to that stuff we saw earlier. Look, what is that? I mean,
I don't know what that is.
It's going to cut away. He's not AI. He's not there. It's about to cut away, as I am, to hardcore, gay, racist pornography.
Oh, dear.
Alistair, do you know what? I'm all right. I'm having a stressful evening.
Okay.
Not the show. Life gets in the way sometimes, and life has got in the way a little bit. It'll be all right. But I've had to speak to my sponsor and a couple of friends outside of the fellowship to just bring me back down to earth a little bit. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Sometimes this stuff is tough. Sometimes this stuff is tough, is all I need to say. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're going to get it. Gatford, just to let you know, that kid is not really there, all right?
Okay, right, okay.
They're building up to showing us something very, very rude.
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Jill Catherine Smithy, show the video, please. Play the video. We're ready. We're ready. Here we go. Is this it?
Oh.
Is this it? No, okay, not yet.
No.
Come on. We're ready. Show us the pornography. Here we go. Here we go. Just to let you know, Gary and Alistair, that person is not really there. Okay?
Oh, yeah, it's different again, isn't it?
For fuck's sake, yes. Okay, so they're saying hello. So they're saying, all right, I'm going to say, hello, please just cut
This is really
to
me.
the racist pornography.
Hold up today's newspaper.
He's not really there, Gary.
He said he was. He said, this is really me.
You're such an idiot.
I don't do that type of stuff. Okay. Well, then I'm on mute, I guess.
Why are you here? What do you want? Speak to us.
Actual guy called
He's
Jill
not the
Catherine.
actual guy.
No, but he's saying his name is Jill Catherine. So how does that work?
Come on, just cut to the... Right, dude, Jill Catherine Smithy, you've got 10 seconds to cut to the joke. Otherwise, you're getting kicked out, right? You've got 10 seconds. So, 10, 9, 8, 7. Alistair, you do it. You do it.
6, 5, 4, 3.
I'm the freestyle gangster.
There we go. There we go. No! Is that the best you've got? Is that... See, right, there we go. The thing is, none of you could hear what that was. What it was. I will delete the tweet now. It was just like, it's just... And I'm disappointed, right? I'm disappointed. Because... Hang on, what's going on there? Why is... Oh, my... no, hang on. Close that. Close that. There we go. Oh, my whole thing is... There we go. Disappointed, right? Rishi Sunak was on Nick Ferrari the other day. And no one Matt Bianco'd him. No one 5-starred him, right? And then someone did phone up and did a prank call. But it wasn't great. But at least someone did it, right? And I thought, this country is screwed. And then I see those guys doing what they did. And I tell you what they did. It was very, very hardcore gay pornography and with racist language. The N-word being thrown all over the place. That was it. That was... Yeah. I'm really disappointed in that. If I raided a Zoom meeting... It isn't, is it? And then it's got like a web... You've been raided by www... Whatever it was. I don't know. You've been raided by... Well, this is not a raid because I posted the link on Twitter. Secondly, it was rubbish. Oh, you can't hear them. I'm so sorry, guys. I had to turn the volume down. They can hear you now. Sorry. I had to turn the volume down because it was what was being said was horrendous.
I once managed to review 3 films for Christo Fufas that I'd never seen.
What were the films?
So there was a Batman.
Yeah.
Don't remember which one. And I can't remember the other two.
Sounds like the script from a Batman. Sounds like a script for Batman.
But like this was just not long after you'd left. Yeah. And in protest, I decided to ring him up. And in the end, he got me to review 3 films, none of which I'd ever seen. So I just made it up.
If Catherine had stayed at Talk when I left, she did for a couple of weeks, she would have produced that show.
That would have been ideal.
That's when I phoned her up and said, I've been offered this gig on Twitch. If I split the money, is it enough for you to walk away? She went, yes! Well, let's go 50-50.
I remember ringing her on 3 Counties after you went as well, because she had to stay for a bit.
Alex Belfield was around then. And when I left, he phoned up the BBC, he phoned up 3 Counties. And I think he said he was a reporter for The Sun, because he did write shitty showbiz stuff for The Sun. And he said, my name's Alex Belfield, I'm a reporter for The Sun. And I have been told, on good faith, that Catherine Boyle...
Not you, Faith.
No. Catherine Boyle is collecting the telephone numbers of everybody who phones in and is pleased that Iain has lost his job, and passing those phone numbers on to Iain so he can abuse them.
God.
And the BBC did an investigation into it. That's how shit the BBC is. They didn't back her up at all. And what an arsehole Alex Belfield. Oh, it's just hurty texts. No, it wasn't, man. It was years of sustained abuse and lying. I'm glad that guy's in prison. I'm glad. Anyway, can't remember why I was talking about that. How are you doing, Alistair? Sorry, you asked me, and then I didn't return the courtesy.
I just had to dispatch the offender.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a little bit flat tonight. And have been for a week or 2, but I did go to a meeting last night. Yeah, just very, a bit fed up, I guess. Bit fed up, bit too hot. But, very, obviously looking forward to July the 4th, which is going to be the end of this lot. Yeah. Hopefully to be decimated. My only worry then is if that other W becomes more to the fore. Nigel.
the fore. Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't think the victory is going to be as huge as the polls are saying. I think it's going to be big, but I don't think it's going to be the complete annihilation that the polls are saying. Farage, I had I've had 2 Conservative leaflets through my door and a Farage one. And now, the Social Democrat Party, are they racists? Or are they proper social? I couldn't work out what they were. Social Democrat Party.
I think that they have. I did actually go on their website and read it, and initially it looks, these sound all right.
Yeah.
And then they do have some anti-immigration stuff going on as well. That they want to train up English people and not have immigrants. So I'm not so sure that they may be in disguise a little bit.
I thought they were in disguise. Yeah, go on. Gary.
I've not had a single leaflet this time around.
Oh.
I want the Tory guy to knock on my door because one of the Tory leaflets, I was there. And it was before the election had been announced. Maybe this guy was betting on it as well. And he handed it to me. I went, which one's this? I went, nah, you can fucking take that back. And what? I said, get that shit off my property. Oh, no. He's one of the good guys. I said, is he? This is word for word. Is he fuck? Take that shit away from me. But that was before the election. And this one was snuck in through my letterbox when I was not in
I believe that's Labour's new campaign slogan as well.
Go on, I want you to say it. Say it.
No.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
No. You're like every other podcaster who wants me to do that, and it's not going to happen.
What podcasts are people listening to at the moment?
I am listening to the rest of politics.
Okay, all right.
One, I have to admit.
Have you listened to the Troll, Ian? The Troll
what, sorry?
podcast.
The Troll?
Yeah. With Marina Purkis and Jeremy Forte. They've been doing it while it's a sort of anti-conservative. But they're really quite amusing and quite funny.
I like.
And they
take
the piss out of them.
I don't know the other name. I try not to. I don't. This is partly why I've deleted Twitter because I don't want to consume too much politics because it does annoy me and But yes, I'm staying up July the 4th. I'm up all night, baby.
I should really have done the plugs, really, shouldn't I? I should have done the Strange Times podcast and the Custard TV. I'm not a professional anymore.
Are you still doing those?
I did Poppins recently. So
what, Mary Poppins, would you give it out of 10?
Yeah, both for a solid 8.
Just watch Visionary sucking on a robot's dick.
Sorry, Visionary. What were you going to say about podcasts?
Who?
Visionary.
I haven't really listened to much. I haven't really been in the car, and I've been watching. I watched From the first season. I haven't watched the second one yet.
Oh yeah, baby. Yes, baby.
Faith has forced me to watch the Kardashians.
No, baby.
But
she sucked in.
I didn't think I was going to like it.
What did she shout?
She sucked in.
Did anyone else hear you suck D?
I
Everyone
thought
else
one
heard
of
that. This is
one of
a
those
terrible,
bots,
terrible show. You see, I cannot do it without Catherine. Terrible.
Oh, what went through my mind? I'm so lucky I didn't say it out loud.
Harsh heard it.
I'm rewinding stuff and I'm bringing it back in before it's out of my mouth.
Say it. Say it out. Get it out of your mouth
Okay.
so we can hear you properly.
I apologise in advance, but normally she says to me that I suck balls.
Do you? Because not many people.
As I'm rubbish.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Speaking of,
what do you suck? Call me now. That would be the. I've been tempted. Sorry, Alice. I come to you. I've been tempted to tweet every morning what my phone in would be for that day, but Alice, carry on, please.
I had a thing about answering the door to activists. I was on the phone to some customer service. I can't remember who, but I wasn't getting very far, and I was very frustrated already. And then someone came to the door, knocked on the door. So I said, I'll put the phone down. I went to the door, and it was a Tory lady saying to me, do you want this? How do you feel? And I said, if it's Tory, I hate the Tories. No, thank you. And then she said, can I leave this newsletter here?
Whoa,
Now, at that point, I'm a bit ashamed of myself. I swore at her. And I had to step 10 myself in later on. And that would be, possibly end up with the ridiculous position where I might have to make amends by giving money to the Tory party.
You wouldn't have to make amends like that. You don't have to make amends like that. Honestly, if my one knocks on my door, I will tell him to fuck off. And I think it's deserved. And I'll tell you why. Because my one voted for Rwanda every time. And also, he supported Boris Johnson after he was illegally found to be holding parties in Downing Street. I'm not going to call it Partygate because it demeans it. He fucking voted for and supported Johnson after all of that. And the guy handing out leaflet, he's one of the good ones. I came in and I checked. He's not one of the good ones. If you supported that man after he broke the law, when I couldn't visit my mum, and you've all got your own stories of what you couldn't do, no, mate, I feel quite content to tell him to fuck off to his face.
That's what a lot of people around here say, is that, our Tory's okay. He's one of the good ones. I've heard that a lot.
There are some good ones, but you can go and check their voting record. You can go and check their voting record because it's a matter of public. You can see what they voted for, what they voted against, and what they didn't turn up for. That's what it's all there. And there are some, I genuinely believe there are some good Tory politicians who've gone in there for the right reasons. They want to make a difference. They want to make things better for their community. That's a small minority. And there'll be arseholes in Labour. Labour's not perfect, at all. There are some terrible people in Labour.
We had a Lib Dems.
We did. Lib Dem councillor came and did some campaigning. But he didn't really sort of knock on the door. Max was in the garden, my other child, and just
the one that doesn't like me. He doesn't like me. He came to see one of our shows and he just sat there the whole time going,
No. He was in fear because I literally said to him, do not move.
Oh no, sorry.
And then I got a personalised letter come through from a Lib Democrat who's 22.
Young person, so she got a young person.
He addressed the fact that there aren't as many younger voters, and he had the same point of view that we had when we were younger, that we don't see the point in it, but this one is really important, and that was the gist of the letter. So.
Trying to get the young voters out there.
I'm hoping Ed Davey turns up with a game of Jenga.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about politics. Just it looks like fun what he's doing.
I think
go down a slide or go on a roller coaster.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think I'm voting. I think Lib Dem is what I need to vote here to get the Tories out. You go tactical vote, guys.
Ours is tactical Liberal Democrat, so we'll probably be going in the same direction. I think.
Yeah. I think.
Ian, do you remember doing? Did you and Catherine do an election night years ago?
Yeah, we did. We got in terrible trouble on Talk because, well, first of all, here's part of the reason why I lost my job is because I made a terrible, terrible joke about Julia Hartley-Brewer. It was obscene because we were being taken off for election night so that Julia Hartley-Brewer and Mike Graham could host the election night. And I said, guys, so Catherine and I won't be on, but don't worry. All of you racists, get your Vaseline tub ready because you got Julia and Mike are going to be doing the show. Very serious trouble for that. Got suspended for that. And we did our silly show here, right? And so it was getting really close. I was potentially going to lose my job because Julia had complained. And I think Dan Wootton was there and Dan Wootton had complained about something. So it got very close to us losing our job. And I had to get in touch. Everyone was having like a Mexican standoff, and I got in touch with the boss. Said, like, this is silly. Let me and Catherine come in. We will apologise for everything. And he went, all right. So we went in and we had this thing. And I said to Catherine, right, whatever they throw at us, we just say sorry. We don't answer back. We just say sorry because we need this job, right? You did this, this, and this. Sorry, that was out. They were expecting an argument. Yep, that was inappropriate. Sorry. And it went on, and we won them round because we didn't argue. And HR was there. And HR said to Liam, the boss, do you want to mention the Twitch thing? And he went, yeah. So the night that you took off, you were on a rival platform hosting your own election show. We went, yeah. So stealing listeners from talk radio, and you mentioned it on the show, stealing listeners from us. I said, that may have happened, yeah. How many people did you have watching? We said between 50 and 100. So you took between 50,000 and 100,000 people away. And I said, no. We have between 50 and 100. And the HR person looked at it and went, shall we end it there?
That was double what Julia and Mike got that night.
I think it fucking was. They genuinely thought we had 100,000 people watching Kath dressed in a suit dancing around in front of a green screen. That was what the show was.
You bought the green screen for that? I forgot.
Did buy the green screen.
Yeah.
I've moved. I think I've moved the green screen. I got rid of a lot of my green screen equipment now. No one uses green screen. I am going to watch a little bit of Albion Market. So I wish you all joyous Novell.
Before you go,
yes,
can I just mention that I'm very disappointed with that thing on Apple TV, Dark Matter. I don't know if you've seen much of it. Iain.
I'm up to date with it. It starts off shit, it gets a bit better, and then it gets a bit shit again. How far in are you?
Yeah. I think, well, I'm up to date, and then it's just the last episode to come.
If you're not enjoying it now, it's a 6 out of 10, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, the problem I find with a lot of these sort of, parallel universe, sort of, cosmic universe, what's going on, is that they don't manage to write about the science. It turns out to be more of a sort of melodrama about each person in that, in their own world.
No spoilers, but that last episode, were you there going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
and I had to read up on it, and I missed, because there was one bit in the car, and I couldn't work out what was going on in the car, and then I had to read it. I'd missed loads of it. Anyway, no spoilers. Guys, lovely to see you. Chaz, chow, chows. Chaz, chow, chows. We're going to try... we're going to try a bit of Albion Market. I'm not allowed to watch an El Dorado. By the way, thank you everyone who's joined me this evening. It's appreciated. Let's go to Albion Market. Let's see what we got. So we got Albion Market episode 1. Albion Market final episode. God, it only lasted a year. Albion Market 1985. Maybe not. Maybe. So what are we watching? Let's do a little poll, right? Albion Market. First episode. Last episode. Vote. Can I vote? Because I want to vote for that one. I can't vote. Vote. 50-50. 75, 8. Oh, you've gone for the first. Okay, I really thought it would be the last. But we're going in for the first. It would seem 91% of people want to see the first episode of our 86. It's the first episode, isn't it? I might as well knock it on the head now. All right, I'm ending the poll. Do you know what? I genuinely thought it would be the last one. Genuinely thought it would be the last one. All right, I'm happy with that. Albion Market, episode 1. Now, from what I remember, did it go out on a Sunday tea time, which was always the worst day of the week? I remember it being I remember it had a guy with a beard in it who was in something else. I remember it being really, really boring. Well, I'll tell you what, Debbie, if I do another show on my own, we'll watch the final one there. It's like Bergerac music, isn't it? I've got to find out. Is this written by the bloke who wrote the Bergerac music? Right. Bergerac theme composer. George Fenton. Right? George Fenton wrote Bergerac. So, Albion Market theme composer. Is Helen Shapiro in it? I cannot. Hang on. Albion Market theme. Hang on.
I've just booked. We're going.
There we go. Let's find it. Okay, that doesn't help us at all. I can only apologise. Here we go. Or it did the thing you don't see very often where the drum beat, normally the drum beat, the picture goes in, dun, dun, dun. But this one, it came out, dun, dun, dun. It came out. That's unusual. Was this set in the 1940s? This is 1985. Look at the state of it.
Morning, all.
Oh, I like him. What's he been in? I like him a lot. He's been in a lot of things. He wasn't in Grain Deal, was he?
No, I'm sorry. No, you'll have to wait like everybody else.
What has he been in? I like this guy. If you're listening to the podcast, I'd switch off now because it's all going to be visual. Here we go. What is that van? Who's driving a van like that?
What you trying to do? Get the other leg? Where did you pick this lot then? Piccadilly Gardens? Save me a few bob if I could.
He's the guy with the beard I was talking about.
It's an ungrown trees, you know.
Morning, Jeff.
Morning, Brenda.
So we've got names. He's a florist. There's a guy driving an old ambulance. A woman called Brenda. There's a market manager.
You know, I'm not going into flowers.
This is the snowy character. Slightly pervy, lonely man.
I'm sick of to the 18, right?
And our boss getting up at 6 o'clock.
Visionary says, my dad used to sell fruit and veg out of a decommissioned ambulance. If there's fruit and veg in there, Visionary, this is huge.
Well, what was the other reason with that?
Geezers.
Morning, Phil. Morning, you come with us. No, I've asked him to swing the other way. That's all I can do.
It's not a bad opening. It's not a bad opening, this.
Morning, Morris. Morning, Miriam.
Yeah, 1 or 2 round here could do with new alarm clocks.
Crockery. I bought a feather duster last week. Got a feather duster now.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, Jessop's late again, I see. Yes. There was a time when traders opened every day on the dot.
Took it to Black Park, had a picnic inside with the table and chairs, no wasps. It was great.
I can remember Jack Ravenstoff, God rest his soul, opening on the day of his wedding.
Now it's got boring. Now we've got old northern people talking about dead northern people.
You did take the day off for hours.
The cafe. Here we go. The cafe. Will it have a sticker in the window saying luncheon vouchers accepted? Yeah, you're right, Harsh. If it's early 80s, all the vans will be from the 70s. You're right, actually. I do think that in films, right? When you see a film set in 1984 and everything, all of the music is from 1984, all of the technology is from 1984, you think, right, in 1984, not many people had 1984 technology. They would have like 81 or 82. And a lot of the music would... Bored myself.
That makes fun. See you later.
Morning, Phil. All right. That's the bad.
It's very, very shouty. Ice cold, nice cold milk.
Cup of tea, please, Peggy. Hey, I didn't think we'd be seeing you in here anymore. After what I read in last night's paper. Yeah, well. Did you see it?
What's that song in the background? Is it like just library?
Says he's a sculptor, having an exhibition. It's only the local tech.
It's only the local tech.
Okay, American.
Now, don't talk with your ideas into his head. I've got enough trouble with
It is, Liam says, an entire episode of people just greeting each other. Fancy seeing you
the
here.
other one.
Carol, she's a sculptor.
Oh, wouldn't be a bit surprised, darling. But since she's not here,
So, I mean, this is quite progressive for 1985. We have one person of colour. You know we're going to have an Indian couple. selling Indian thing. You know, we can have a stereotypical Indian couple, surely.
Alaska, can we?
Don't know what I mean by Indian things. It's me just being just as racist as they are. They should do an episode of Albion Market now, but it's just posh flats.
What I want to know is, how come we've got to leave our vehicles out there, and yet you can bring that lethal-looking thing inside here?
Derek says I can.
Derek says I can. Derek says I can.
As long as it's not in way.
As long as it's not in way. Is it in way? Derek says I can. Derek.
Preferential treatment, that though, isn't it, eh?
Well, no, because you couldn't put a fucking minibus in that little cupboard.
Yeah, well, I'm stuffed though, aren't I?
Oh, is that what you are?
Yeah.
You never know. Morning, Carol.
Right accident one of these days.
Careful with them toys, will you?
Can't decide whether to meet him tomorrow. What do you think? Up to you. Mind you, I asked him and he said no, so... He's only got himself...
So already we're an hour away from the market. We're not in the market. Not in the market for a jacket like that.
to blame. Say that again. Hey. And I don't want any of your cracks tomorrow either. It's gonna be one big happy family round.
Hang on a minute. How do you clip stuff? Who does this remind you of?
Only got himself to blame. Say that
In both looks, voice, and style.
again. Hey. And I don't want any of your cracks tomorrow either.
It's Catherine, right? Don't tell her I said that. Don't tell her I said that. Paul Dixon said it.
It's gonna be one big happy family round here.
That's what she says to me, and it isn't. It's miserable family.
Are we moving out then? Get in.
It's Boyley! It's Catherine Boyle! So, let me just film a little. Let me just take a picture. There we go. I'll message her. Oh no, that's the wrong. Where is that from? Someone sent me a meme. Here we go. You just popped up in Albion Market. Same voice as well.
Well,
according to Paul Dixon. There we go. It is her, right? It even looks like her. It even looks like her. She's seen the message. She's replying. It says typing. Cheeky bastard. This is cheeky bastard.
Mum. It's gonna be
Can I dance on the coal bunker?
different, isn't it? Yeah.
I bet in the last episode of Albion Market we see those two driving off.
From tomorrow, everything's gonna be different.
Why is her daughter dressed like Nigel Farage? Here we go! Who's he? Who's he? Who's he? Who is he? She did say mum. Who's he? He's been in loads of stuff.
Hello, nice to see you.
Mr. Owen.
Oh, Roger.
You were promising us some news about a regular tenancy.
Not that I remember, I wasn't.
Well, not promising perhaps, but I took it that we have an understanding.
Well, we do. It's the same as I have with everybody else. Wait and see. All right, hey, I'll see
Jazz!
you in a quarter of an hour, all right? No, I'm not going to be able to...
So Jazz, I didn't quite catch his name. He's a player. He's a young guy, got a beautiful mullet, great tash. This guy's a geezer.
Accommodate all you lot. Oh, I know. What am I supposed to do? Create stores out of thin air?
So these are people waiting to get stalls. Is that how markets work? You kind of just loiter, and it's like in those films, isn't it? where like a truck, there'll be like a load of men stood on a street corner and a truck will pull up and a guy will go, you. The rest of you come back tomorrow.
Just give me a minute and I'll sort out what's what. Okay.
Try and keep your mind on what we're here for.
Sorry.
They're very posh. They're the most posh people we've had in the show so far. So we're getting different classes. So the women were quite common. They're quite posh. And everything is falling in between. Okay.
Well, that's where you'd be.
Catherine's left me. Okay, hang on. Catherine's left a message.
Saying that I'll let you off because you don't know what anyone looks like.
Paul Dixon said it as well at the same time. Sorry, mate. I'm sorry, mate. Sorry, Paul. It's every man for himself here.
I'm waiting for you. Waiting for me? It's supposed to be working for me. Give me the...
What is that? What is that? They're little... Hang on a minute, Paul. You're in trouble.
Paul Dixon.
I think she means Paul Dick. Son. Oh, there's another one. There we go.
You're both in a lot of trouble.
Ah! There's another one.
So laugh it up, fun boys.
Paul!
The casuals, Liz.
Bye, Debbie.
And don't touch that. That's mine.
What's he been in? I like this guy. It's a map of the market. Is it? That's a map of the market, isn't it? Yeah, that's a map of the market above a fireplace.
Albion Market.
Juliet Bravo, thank you, Mango Cheese 75. Thank you. The best Doctor Who we never had.
Who's speaking?
What's up, is there?
He's not Adric, but he reminds me of Adric.
I think there is. I think we'll have to evacuate.
Oh, there's a bloody bomb scare. The 80s, like there were bomb scares going on all the time. So many bomb scares.
What? Market? Yes. Set that fire alarm off.
Fire alarm?
Yes. Oh, good. Please. Go on, set it off.
70 them, lovey.
70 then, lovey.
Have you got 6 all? Same.
She's got a beret.
Have a look. What will that be?
I don't rightly know.
Ooh.
Half Tom Baker, half Peter Capaldi. It's a fire alarm.
I'll have to leave it for now. Thank you very much.
Whatever the racket is, it just cost us £4.20.
I know.
What about Welsh Tyrant in 315 at Pontefract?
Might he likes heavy going though. What is
It's the punky character.
it? Do you know that ringing?
All that.
We've always, in these programs, we've got to have someone carrying a basket full of bread-based goods.
Don't worry, it's only 5 alarms now. Oh, all right.
Oh, would you credit it?
Would you credit it? Dave says we had a bomb scare at school as a kid who wanted to get out of a maths test. True story. Would you credit it?
Look, I don't want a lot of running about and shouting. Just quietly go and tell everybody that ringing they got in their ears means I want everybody out, and fast.
If you're happy and you know it takes a wheel.
This is actually quite a good period piece, isn't it? Look how bleak the 80s were. That's what the 80s looked like. Oh, the 80s, it was all Duran Duran, Wham, and Dayglow. No, it was the global hypercolour. That was 90s. No, it was miserable.
If you're happy and you know it takes a wheel. I'll tell you something, little mate, you happy? What? Space, flat and all.
Spares flat and old.
Stop. It's a good job I'm being happy today, else I might just say some naughty words about it. What are we going to do? We're going to have to persuade some of these gentlemen in the cars to stop and find one with an air pump. So one of us is going to have to stand at the side of the road looking helpless and seductive.
Well, I'm not.
Well, you stand there and see your mother do it.
I don't think either of us should do it.
They're the same age, right? Aren't they? These people are the same age.
I think it's degrading.
Of course it is. So's having a puncture finding your spares flat. What?
I'm not just speaking about these two women. I'm going to say something vulgar. So if you're a sensitive disposition guy, I'm not speaking about these women. I'm speaking about everybody, right? There is so much pubic hair in this show. So much pubic hair. Didn't even have landing strips back then.
Stop quick if you will for me.
And what if one of them gets the wrong idea? I mean, what am I supposed to do then?
Depends on whether he has an air pump.
Just a precaution. Come on, everybody out. Oh, Boris, go on.
But what about all that stuff left in there unguarded?
Sure, everybody's broken on the go.
Basic instinct. Somebody tells us what it's all an age on. Are you the last ones, love?
I think so, Derek.
Good. And what did he say exactly? I mean...
Who's he? He's famous, this guy, isn't he?
Word for word.
He said...
It was a he, was it? A man's voice?
Yes. I think so. I mean, he sounded very jittery.
Any accent?
No, local. Around here. Oh, for crying out loud, Pete. I'm not taking any risks.
And he said...
He said...
Here we go. We're going to find out what he said.
This is a warning. You've got to get everybody out of the market. If you don't, people are going to be killed.
He made that last bit up. He's a liar. This guy's a liar. Graham says, compared to El Dorado, it's Breaking Bad.
Yeah?
Then I asked him who he were, and he said it all again. Then he rang off.
There was no time mentioned.
Who says rang off? That feels like an Americanism, but I guess maybe the Americans got it from up north. I'll say hung up.
He didn't say, you've got 10 minutes or anything like that.
No.
That's the exact words, is it?
He's not who I thought he was, this guy. I thought he was someone else.
Yes. Only you see, sometimes these messages contain code words to let us know who's behind them.
So who's behind this one, then?
No idea. Not terrorists, anyway.
Size that bloke's helmet. That's they're proper police, them too, aren't they? You can have any size policeman now, and beards.
We'd only been 10 minutes earlier. Why? You could have got over to Bolton in time for a store there.
And you switched everything off.
Everything.
Is this a practice or is it for real?
One of them, yeah.
I know what
That's a good answer. Is this a practice or for real? Yeah, one of them, yeah.
I forgot.
This is quite good.
Keys, I left them on the counter. Oh.
Well, you and me had better have a look round then. See that everything's as it should be.
Yeah, that's what they do, is they get the owner of the place to walk around and check for bombs. We were so hard in the olden days.
Right, come on. Well, is it any
So they pumped up the punctured.
use? They'll have allocated all the stalls by now.
They might have saved us one.
Oh, yeah.
You never know. Miracles do happen. There's one happening tomorrow.
I know you're not going to...
G Cuffs, no, this is an important point. It's an important point. Was in Manchester city centre when the Arndale bombing. Not sure I ever really addressed it. Sorry, Vibe Killer. No, not at all. That's a huge thing, and I really appreciate you sharing it. That's massive. And people forget. I was not particularly aware of that bombing until years later. I didn't really know, what was going on in the world. That was horrendous. I hope you're okay. And I I don't know if you've ever spoken to anyone about it or if there's any work that needs to be done on it, but I really appreciate you sharing that story with us. And yeah, thank you. Thank you. I hope this isn't triggering in any way. I mean that genuinely.
Carry on being as cheerful as this.
The Rosencrantz and Guildenstern here will cheer us up. Here we
I
go.
might do. I haven't decided yet. Now get in this van, or I'm going to go without you.
Well, if the traders go back in, search their own stalls, and then, well, it's up to you, but I'd suggest you're open for business again.
He looks like Mr. Bennett as well. That is England. That's my country. That reaction, that's my country. I'm proud.
I knew it was too good to last. Hey, you get yourself in bother talking like that. Most of this lot will be able to tell you to the penny what this little exercise has cost them.
All right, Sutcliffe.
Hey, no, I think I should have a word with Derek and find out what's
I think these are the horny old couple.
going on.
Hey, best leave me the money then.
Take the money. Derek! Hey, Keith. What? I heard it was you that made the phone call.
Oh, sure, yeah. Only how'd you explain me being in office when it came in then?
Oh, it's clever. I'm not denying that.
Whoever it was, we should have a reduced rent for the time lost.
No chance.
Oh, you've decided, have you?
I don't have to. I know what rules are.
What do you think's going on? They must have known we were late, been waiting for us.
I'm not just speaking for myself, but as chairman of the Traders Committee.
Yes.
And there's obviously a lot of concern. I mean, are we saying that any lunatic with 10p to put in a phone box can bring this whole market to a halt?
Well, I hope not.
Then why are we being
Morris,
brought out?
can I just sort out some stores for this lot first, eh? Then you can chop as much as you like.
Right, let's try again then.
We're at the start of the show.
Hey, are we in time? Have you not allocated stalls yet, have you?
Just about to.
So they get different stalls. I'm learning a lot about how markets work.
Told you. You didn't know, though.
I'll get it. Good lad. Well, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. No, I'm sorry about the late start. I'm even sorry I'll have to charge you the full rent.
It's for you.
It's another bomber. It's for you, it's another bomb.
Couldn't you say I was busy?
Couldn't get up, eh?
Flat tight and then spare with flat one.
Not your lucky day.
I don't mind. Get me up.
This fella's having the time of his life, isn't he? Absolute time of his life.
Come back tomorrow.
Hey, has he been away then?
He's been in jail. Well, he has. Been in jail. My husband, yeah? Well, folk are going to find out anyway.
Oh, she's loud and proud. She will not be cowed.
This will be from me. Don't you think so, Mr. Ransom?
Oh, well,
Right, gossipy lots on here, aren't they? I mean, there's no way I'm going to keep that a secret.
It's another bomber.
He says we don't seem to take much notice of his first warning, so he's given us one more. If we don't close that market and keep it closed, we're making the biggest mistake we've ever made in our lives.
I bet it's the owner of Babbyyyyy Market, which is half mile up road. Fuck, I love a Bobby's helmet. Love a Bobby's helmet.
You remember Leather Sid?
Sure.
Leather Sid.
Used to sell bags.
And belts. Bags and belts. Only when it came to retiring, he thought he'd be a bit crafty. Arranged to sell his stall, which of course is not allowed.
Robert says, I think it's the team from El Dorado are behind. I think you're right.
Being as it's council property.
I know.
So, he had to pretend that the fella buying it were his son, and that he was just passing it on like. What made it awkward is that the buyer was Welsh. So then Sid has to explain why his son has got an accent like Harry Seacombe. Which he does, by claiming that the boy was adopted at the age of 15. And 6 months later, the Welsh fella sells up. Mind, he came badly unstuck, he did, because the fella he sold to was as black as the ace of spades.
Who called it? Who called it? Someone called it. Someone called it. Who called it? Who called it? Come on. Step up. Step up. Roll up. Roll up. Someone called it.
Is there some point to all this?
Visionary.
I was just wondering whether that Lynn Harrison is after playing the same trick. Claiming she's got a husband turning up that nobody's ever set eyes on.
She's only a casual. She hasn't got a stall to pass on.
True. But she must be nearly top of casuals list by now, time she's been coming. And that's a position not to be sneezed at.
Some good direction here.
You've got a funny mind, Morris.
What?
You have. You're always making out people are being devious. And half the time it's you who won't accept the simple truth if he's staring you in the face.
Oh, I won't, will I not?
No. You've got worse as you got older.
Well then, what are them things there then?
Where?
Hmm?
On Jeff's stall?
Well, tell me I'm imagining things now, if you can.
Tarlo, hey, you haven't got tuppence, have you?
Oh, I don't think I have, love. No, I put my last in spastics box as I came out at fish market.
It's very much a period piece, isn't it? Very different times, Paul. It really is. It really is a period piece, isn't it? Chalfont says more has happened in 15 minutes than 9 months of Elder. I think this is better than Elder.
About. Here you go. Oh, Tarlo. So that's 47, 49, 50. 50's a pound. Thanks, love. Keep up the good work. Yeah.
Yeah, oh no, that's what I'm saying, Dave. Very much of its time. Very much of its time.
Here, our receipt for the stove. Oh, sir. Only be careful. Spotted keys said over there. I'll tell you something, shall I? It's the spotted keys to this world you want to grab hold of. They're reliable and they make good husbands. Why didn't you grab one of them then? Yeah, I don't know. Because I was daft as you, I suppose. You know, I wouldn't look at a lad that didn't have long hair and spray on jeans. I'm surprised they didn't lock you up. Happened they should have done. At least I wouldn't have ended up with you then. Oh, thanks. That's nice, isn't it? You in nappies and me with no ring on my finger.
Liam says she did the complicated change thing. I used to hate working on tills back in the day, before they got digital. And I used to hate it. I used to, you know, when you had the card machines, you just go thum thum, and their labels. Chkum, chkum, chkum. I used to hate that.
I mean, if I haven't done much else for you, at least let me stand you as a warning. Yeah. Hey, and I don't mean Roy either. He's been very good to me.
5, 10, 25, 59. There's a pound. Thank you, G-Cuffs. I appreciate you sharing.
That's right, I'm talking about before him. If I were interested in history, I'd have stopped on at school. Oh!
He's using you, isn't he?
Right. So hamburgers and chips, please. Is there anything else?
See that? He's using you, isn't he? Yes,
Love, I'll call you when it's ready. Would you put some peas on it, please? Right. Oh, lovely.
All right.
Tar, love, yes. Oh, stupid girl!
Listen, she's going to sap me if she just knows she is.
Mind you don't cut yourself, yeah? Just a man.
Don't tell me I've got it wrong again.
No.
This morning I evacuate the market, I'll get told I'm overreacting. Now I tell everybody to carry on, I suppose I should have evacuated.
Yeah, I think you've done the right thing. If we kept shutting up shop every time some loony got...
It's Aid Edmondson in the background there, look.
On the phone, we'd never be open 2 days together.
Well, I'm glad I've got your support.
You certainly have. Mind you, there are one or two other little things I've been meaning to mention.
I was thinking, hairdressing might be something you'd find interesting.
All right, this is the angry lady. She's the equivalent of Freddie's friend.
Allergic to all them chemicals. They make my skin off all bumpy.
Typing then, now that's a nice job.
I can't spell. And anyway, well, I like it here.
All I can say is, love, it doesn't show in the times you've been arriving.
I won't be late again, Peggy. I won't, honest.
I don't want to worry you or anything, but you've only got a week or two left on your youth thingamie, and then either that's an end to it, or I've got to start paying you full wages.
Yeah, I know.
If I were in your job, there'd be two things I'd always insist.
I've got to say, I can't say it. I'm fucking pissed off about something that happened today. I just got to say that out loud. It's nothing to do with you lot, but I'm sat there thinking, fuck, did that happen? Yeah, it did, and I'm pissed off about it. Anyway, back to this.
Tom.
Keeping
me dinner time free,
yes. No, one would be that traders open on time and not when they felt like it, and two would be they don't cross other people's lines.
Well, we've got nobody doing that, have we?
Jeff Travis.
Jeff Travis.
Jeff Travis?
Jeff Travis.
Well, I mean, I'm the pot man on this market, right?
Right.
Right. Then why has Jeff started selling pots?
Well, I wasn't aware that he had.
He said to me, just look after my store, will you, Morris? So I said, certainly, Jeff, as I always do. And I see him stood there right in the middle of all those flowers. Oh,
It's better than El Dorado, but it's boring.
Of pots.
Well, it's not like Jeff to pull a stunt like that.
I haven't said anything to him. I thought I'd leave it to you.
Jeff Travis.
To deal with.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, but you do see my point of view.
Yes, he shouldn't be selling pots.
No, never mind they got flowers in them. A pot's a pot.
They've got flowers in them?
Couldn't you try Ed?
Catherine Tate.
Dressing and wear rubber gloves. Yes, love.
Hey, love.
Thank you.
Pleasure, darling.
That Lynn Harrison's come on a bit since she worked for you, hasn't she?
Seems to have got a taste for it, all right. Yes, mate. It's something for her husband when he comes home.
How long has he been in jail, then?
Yeah. For burglary.
Oh, what? Oh, we've been taken out. Oh, I didn't realise. I did not realise. Oops. Let's see if we come back. I think we got a copyright. Well, that's disappointing. Oh well, we tried. We tried, dear viewer, dear listener. We tried. Your YouTube... Your YouTube is interrupted. Okay. I think we may be done here. Well, so on that bombshell. Oh, hang on. We're back. I'm back. Well, that's weird, right? That was weird. I didn't realise for ages. I saw you go, oh, that's bad. What's going on? Because of Albion Market. Because of Albion Market. I didn't see the yellow warning come up. Normally I see the yellow warning. You know what? Fuck them.
Really? How much you
Albion Market must have the same lawyer as the Eagles.
charging for these?
To you, 130. Tell me.
Burglary, eh?
Yeah. That's enough bloke, though.
I wonder if we can get away with it if we speed it up. If we try 1.25, that might work. Let's see.
Just, knocked about with a few wrong uns. Got the idea they could make a few bob by lifting some machinery out of this factory that we're closing down.
Well, judge not, lest you be judged.
You could say that again. Yes, mate, what can I do you for?
Can I get this lawn repaired, please?
I think I do, actually. I might have to look it up. Got them all on, like we said.
Oh, right, love. Hey, Dad.
Toy Store. Toy Story one.
Did you leave a bomb scared this morning?
No, he went out.
That's all I'm scared about is you
He was in Brookside, Mango Cheese. You're absolutely bob on. Thank
being
you.
late for school. Tell him, will you, Larry?
Aye, go on, Hardwayne.
All right.
We could just do your boss get this afternoon, can we?
You'll do no such thing, my lads.
We'll get a right clattering if he does.
Joking, only joking.
And see you work hard.
Considering this is like 1.25, there's very little actually going on.
Lisa! No way!
Knickers.
75, 80, £20. Thank you. Whose do you think they are? Yours? Just bought them from Cyril, haven't I?
Bought them from Cyril for when her husband comes out.
For Roy, had he? Well, he won't actually be wearing them, but yes, for Roy, if you must know. So he appreciates all the trouble you've gone through. So do I.
Oh, so much hair.
Look, selling them in front of us now.
Did you see, Derek?
All right, we tried. That's your lot. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you next week. And I haven't forgotten. We owe you a £13 Zoom meeting. Genuinely appreciate you joining Just Me tonight. Means a lot. That's it. That's your end. That's your lot. We're done.